Sanjakunda Zavala, Kuzonga Jamacha, the London Melano Rawashabas, Sadan Droba Nyamba, Jinjelo, and Namana Zenada Jalamana, and Association Jabamba, Kasoyando Suwande, Ko, Dondo Jinjelo, Jishan, Moto Jija, Mansa Jamejo, Jamaican, and that Sevatan Kataja, Dojo, the Ramoja, Dasin Yangana Suwande, Ching and the Jijelo, Sandana Jamana, the Jalon, the Choco, Dobra, Jinjelo, Omechi, Japotando, the Sosaja Kunjingo. Rasi chukungo soto zaba zawa lama na lango ja ze tabje to je je zo do je je mando de je bon ba se je lombo da ba je se je zo de lango ja ze te me wa so to je je ngo do ma de che je ngo ba je da wa ta je se ba kun je 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 nya me de ko ren je ngo ja. Okay, good morning. So we are going through the Serkhangma text. If you have any kind of question, you can send in the messenger message, or you can raise your hand, or somehow you can communicate with me. Because sometimes people may not clear of understand because of the lack of my pronunciation of English, or lack of my clarity of explanation. So if there's anywhere you need to clarify it, or have a question or comment, you can freely do, but also we can try to have some time in the end of the session. Let's see. So first, as usual, we have to generate our motivation, and there's three kind of motivations related to the three different yanas, like Hinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayanas. Each yana have a little bit different motivations. Like in the mainly Hinayana motivation is a renunciation. So renunciation mean like when we take it to refuge, saying I go to refuge. So because of the samsara is full of suffering, there's you're not going to find anywhere that free from suffering in the samsara. So that reason we need to be free from that circumstance. So how to can free from that circumstance? Say by achieving nirvana. So that way only we can achieve the nirvana is a motivation of the renunciation. Motivation of the renunciation means that you have to let go. Like if you not leave, if you don't let go, you will never get there. So that reason we have to learn how to let go of worldly pressure or anything. This is a temporary benefit. So then we can achieve the nirvana. So that is what's called the renunciation. And second one is called the motivation of the bodhicitta. So why we have to generate the bodhicitta is every sentient being be wishing to be happy and peace and nirvana, but most of sentient beings are deluded. So that reason they cannot liberate themselves from the samsara. So that way we have to help them to liberate it. For example, all your family member miserable and suffering, of any kind of circumstance, and you run away from that suffering. You cannot stay peacefully, even you get away from that misery. Same thing as all the sentient beings are like our mother or our parent or our relative or our family. So leaving them behind, try to achieve the nirvana is not good, because it's not going to make us happy. So that reason we want to liberate every sentient beings. For that reason, we want to be achieve the nirvana. So this is a motivation of the Bodhicitta. Then in the Vajrayana, it's called the motivation is like you have to see within the now that place, is the Pure Land, yourself as a deity, and so that is how we transform ourselves as a deity. That is called the Vajrayana's motivation of recognizing, our own Buddha nature. If you're not recognizing your own Buddha nature, or even you wish to be nirvana, you cannot reach to the nirvana. So point is in motivation of the Vajrayana is if I put effort, I can be achieve the nirvana. Why? Because I have a Buddha nature. Naturally I am enlightened. Naturally I am Buddha. Only I need awake from the delusion. So long as we can awake from the delusion, we can be nirvana. So those are basically in the Vajrayana related. No, so this is a general motivation of in the covering the whole Buddhism. So I think these three, how to can put all three motivations together is a renunciation for benefit of sentient beings. And how you can benefit sentient beings, you are not Buddha, but said, I have a Buddha nature. So that way I can be Buddha someday if I put effort. So then when we put that kind of attitude, then we are supporting by all the three motivations. So with this motivation, whatever we do, practice or receive teaching or whatever we do is becoming authentic, it become meaningful, it become beneficial. So every time when we receiving teaching, when we're meditating Dharma or any kind of Dharma in Dharma activities, always be must support by these three motivations. So today maybe I talk a little bit about those three motivations, and then next time maybe we don't have to talk every session. But even we don't go through that discussion on those three motivation. Every time we start, you have to be mindfulness of that motivation. As last time I mentioned, nirvana is not come just by some kind of blessing or just by some kind of prayer, just by some kind of recitation of a mantra. Buddha himself said in the sutra, until complete of true accumulation, you're not going to have a realization of the emptiness. So without the realization of emptiness, we cannot uproot the samsara. So if we want to be uprooted or maybe completely free from samsara, we need to realization of emptiness. Like a moral ethic and meditative consultation, they can help us to reduce the afflictive emotion, but they cannot uproot it from the afflictive emotion. So that way, person who do meditative consultation, they may born to the form realms, and they live there a long period of time, form realm or formless realm. But after long time, they can be reborn back to the desire realm. Why? Because they're not cut, they're not uprooted at the cause of samsara. So it's just like this. Tree is a samsara, okay? Tree is a samsara. So if we just burn the tree or cut the tree, temporarily the tree is gone, forest is gone, there's no more tree. You know, a period of time, it's not going to see the tree anymore. But when it comes, it's later when the rain and the weather is good, slowly tree grow from there because the root still there. So like a moral ethic and method constitution is like that. Just cutting tree or burning tree, but still it cannot be uprooted. So root is still there. But if we meditate on the emptiness, then it's like tree, root is removed. Once the root is removed, no matter how much rain, it's not going to grow anymore, the tree there. So, so that reason, if we want to be root of the samsara, you know, cut the root of the samsara, then we have to meditate on the antidote. It's the only meditate is emptiness. That emptiness is a result of the accumulation of a merit. Without the accumulation of merit, we cannot realize the emptiness. So that reason we need to accumulate the merit. So how we can accumulate the merit is like this is the one of the supreme method. 7 lamb offering is the supreme method of accumulation of merit. So that way, and this one first, to whom we offering. In the Vajrayana, Guru is the embodiment of the 3 jewels, and Guru is the embodiment of the 3 roots. So that way, we're offering to the Guru. And what kind of Guru we're offering? I said there's a 2. When he said gazing to the Lama as a Dharma Kaya and the Lama as a Rupa Kaya. So Lama as a Dharma Kaya is we discussed last time. You know, we already talked last time. Now today we're going to talk about the Lama as a Rupakaya. So what is the difference between the Rupakaya and Dharmakayas? Dharmakaya is actually Buddha. You know, actually Buddha is the Dharmakaya. But after that they achieve the Buddhahood, because of the compassion, because of the care of sentient beings, they manifest as a form. Because a sentient being cannot see Buddha. Sentient being cannot see Buddha as a Dharmakaya. We are not capable. We cannot have a direct connection with the Buddha as a Dharmakaya. So how we can have a direct connection with the Buddha as a Rupakaya? So that reason Buddha manifests as a form body because of the compassion. So that way, today we're going to talk about the gazing Lama as a Rupakaya. Rup means the form. Okay, so we in the page 2 said, in your body, the Victoria one of the 3 times of all the 10 directions appear together with their offspring, with the joy. I gaze up in your body adorned with all the major and minor marks, seated on the throne of the fearlessness, a lotus, sun, and moon. So this is how we gaze as a Guru, as a Rupakaya or form body. So in your body, it means that you visualizing as a Guru's body, and the Guru's body as a manifest from the previous aspiration prayer. So what is the previous aspiration prayer mean? When the Guru was on the Bodhisattva's path, they make the commitment, said, when I become a Buddha, I'm going to manifest sentient beings this way. Okay, so each Buddha have their own different way to manifest, you know, aspiration. So that kind of aspiration prayer or commitment made when our Guru was a Bodhisattva. Because of that power of that aspiration prayer, even Guru is achieved the Dharmakaya, they manifest as a form body. And what kind of form body is they manifest is it? There's a body is it with a really like magnificing, like a really I mean the common language is said good looking. This good looking mean that Lord Jiddu said, no matter how your guru look in the human form, you have to try to see within that one, try to see all the measure and manner marks. Okay, so that is the kind of like a excellent looking body. And because it's an excellent looking body, no matter how much you gaze, never be enough. You know, you want more and more. So that kind of a body, the Guru's body, the Guru's body is also said victorious one of the 3 times, or all the 10 direction appearing together with their offspring. It means the Guru's body have so many pores, you know, like our body have so many pores, P-O-R-E-S, you know, innumerable pores. Each pore have complete Buddha field, you know, and like many of them Buddha fields, completely filled with the Buddha fields. And each Buddha fields have a completely Buddha sattvas. I mean, they said as a together with their offspring, it means the retinue. So this is it. Each pores of the Guru have a complete Buddha Buddha field, and within this Buddha field have a inside whole the complete mandala of that deity, particular deity. Some people may think this is impossible to be, you know, how can be? And also people may have a thought about, oh, Buddha's body, Guru's body is becoming really big, and those all the Buddha and Pure Land is becoming really small. No, Pure Land is not getting smaller, and the Guru's body is not getting bigger. You know, nothing changed. And within the body is not changing, and within the Pure Land of that is not changing, appearing everything in the Guru's body. All the complete Pure Land. There are countless of Pure Land is appearing on the Guru's body. You remember Milarepa when he went to the horn, inside the horn, when Rechumba was looking, horn is not becoming bigger, Milarepa is not becoming smaller, but it fit there. You know, so that is that kind of a body. So one is that one. But the main reason is also this one is I mean, one reason is this possible. You know, we don't have to worry about that one because it's possible. Now technology show us it's possible. Like a TV is really small. Within the small screen, all the building can show on the TV. So when it show, building is not shrink, or TV is not become bigger. Nothing, both of them are not change anything, but you can see whole building in the TV. Also, same thing as our eye can see really big object, even the mountain. When our eye see the mountain is not becoming smaller, our eyes not becoming bigger, but we can see perfectly. One is that one. Two is when enlightened being manifests as a form body, that's the illusion body, not a solid like what we believe. So when we think about what call this generation stage have a 4 characteristic. Last time I talked, Clarity, purity, divine pride, and fourth one is called the empty by nature. So empty by nature means the illusory body. So this kind of illusory body, anything is can possible. So that way I don't have to worry about the guru's body is not become a bigger and the Pure Land is not become a smaller. Within that, it's possible to fit all the Pure Land, complete Pure Land in within the guru's in the pore, pores in the pore. I think that kind of that is what it is mean here, saying all the 10 direction appearing together with their offspring within the guru's body. Every Buddha, 10 direction 3 times mean that every visible Buddha and Bodhisattva and all the retinues. So offspring is some Buddha have a retinue as a only Bodhisattva. Some Buddha have a retinue as a like Arhat. Like Shakyamuni Buddha have all the Arhat Bodhisattva, but like a Buddha Amitabha, they have only Bodhisattva retinues. So there's each Buddha have a little bit different retinue, but every Buddha have all the disciple or retinue or whatever we use. So complete of those are appearing within the Buddha's guru's body. Then said, with the joy I gaze upon your body, adorned with all the nature and manner marks. So when we see our guru's body, we feel joy. Why? Because of our devotion, our faith. Because if we have a faith and devotion, we see Guru as a Buddha. If we don't have a faith and devotion, you don't see Guru as a Buddha. So that reason in the Diamond Sutra, Buddha said, some see me as a form, some see me as a sound, but the person who are on the wrong path, on the wrong path, it means they have no devotion, with the wrong view holder, they see me nothing. So if we have our mind is really obscured by the negative emotion, even Buddha is come in front of us, we see as a human being. That way, some people have a strong devotion to the Guru. We're talking about the same Guru, like for example. But some people can see that Guru as a really kind person. And some people can see that Guru as a really tricky man, bad person. So some people see Guru as a truly Buddha. So those 4 people can see same Guru as a different way based on our mind stream. So if our mind stream is really pure, then we can see the Buddha. So true Buddha is the Dharmakaya or suchness body. So that suchness body can be possible to any kind of manifestation. That way, if we can see Buddha as a illusory body or empty by nature, then it's possible to, within the Guru's body, manifest all the Pure Lands. Every possible Pure Lands are manifest within the Guru's body. That is possible. So that reason, with this pure devotion or pure thought, when we gaze to the Guru, you feel joy. So it means that if you really have a devotion, whenever you look at your Guru, it makes you joyful. But if you don't have a devotion, even you look at Guru, it nothing gives you joy. So that joy is not given by Guru. That joy is given by your own devotion. So when you gaze to the Guru with the devotion, you get joy. Yeah, like even the normal people, if you like someone, whenever you see that person, it makes you really happy. If you don't like that person, whenever you see that person, it makes you really irritated, miserable, suffering. So that is it. That person is not changed. But how you perceived on that person. So that way, when we gaze into the guru, we have to gaze in guru as a truly with a pure thought of a devotion. Then we can see guru as a truly Buddha. Then when we see the guru as a truly Buddha, we get a supreme joy. That way said, with the joy, we gaze up in the body adorned with all the major and minor mark. So when you have a truly devotion, even guru is a really ugly man or woman, you will see it's a really beautiful, most handsome or most beautiful person you can see, that guru. So because it's a our what called the joy, our devotion. Like when you like someone, doesn't matter who that person is, you see that it's a really beautiful. So that way how we can look with joy, how gaze to the guru with joy is when you develop devotion to the guru, your joy is increased. So then you can see guru as with a major and minor mark. Because major and minor mark alone cannot make a Buddha as a truly Buddha. Why? Because major and minor is even the universal monarch king, they have a major and minor mark, but he is not Buddha. Yeah, so we have to see Buddha as an illusory body, empty by nature. Yeah, the Dharmakaya, inseparable of the Dharmakaya. Within this, understand of the guru as an inseparable of the Dharmakaya, then when you see the form with a major and minor mark, that is the different than just seeing the universal monarch king. And said, seated on the throne of the fearlessness, lotus, sun, and moon. So where our guru is sitting on the throne. The throne is supported by the lion. So lion is called the fearlessness because we call the lion is a king of the jungle. It means that lion have no fear of other animals, So that way, this is symbolic. But there's called the outer fear and inner fears. Outer fear is anything is a cause to dangers to our life, like a savage vicious animal like a lion, elephant, or like a fire, snake, and also there's a thief, and so there's a lot of including water and evil spirit. So those are outer fears, fears. But inner fear is our emotion, like pride, jealousy, anger, and what called the bad view. That kind of negative emotions is the inner fears. So Guru Buddha is completely free from those outer and inner fears. When we have an inner emotion, outer fear appearance. More we have an inner negative emotion, outer feel of appearance. When our inner negative emotion is dissolved or purified, and all the outer fears becoming support. Like one example is when our mind is really obscured by negative emotion, all the spirit becoming enemies, they harm you. When your mind is completely controlled and eliminated all those emotions, then all the spirit become protector. We call the Dharma protectors. So that is like when Milarepa was doing retreat, those 5 sisters first came to the really testing on him. They tried to destroy him so many different ways. couldn't defeat because Milaraba's inner strength. Then finally, they surrendered to him and they took oath from him, said, now on, not just only you, all your follower, later anyone your, lineage practitioner, we will protect them. So they became greatest protector, Dharma protector, like five sisters. So that is a way. Guru is a fearlessness. Why? Because no longer have a negative emotion. So that is a why fearlessness. And the lotus. Lotus is a symbol of a falseless. Lotus born in the mud, but without the muddy, really pure. Similarly, Guru manifests as a form on the human realm, or samsara, but with all the faults of samsara. So that way it's called the lotus, and the sun and moon as a wisdom and compassion, full of wisdom and compassion. Wisdom means the knowledge, compassion means the care for other. So this is the quality of the Guru, fearlessness, compassionate, and knowledgeable, and without the faults of samsara. So that is a quality of the Guru. That reason why it said we sit on the lion throne with the sun and moon and lotus. Those are symbolic, symbolic of a form manifest, have an inner meaning. So that is the really truly meaning. So that is show as a Buddha manifest in the samsara, but without the faults of samsara. Okay, so from the 10 lamps, this one is the first one. The second one is a prostration or pay homage. So the generally prostration is said, three kaya, nature of the mind, Vajradhara, you are the inseparable from great bliss. Bowing down to you with the innumerable body like a cloud bang, yearning with the full voice, apostate and go for refuge. So this is a generally we doing prostration to the Guru. It said three kayas. So gurus is a naturally free from all the elaborations, conceptuals. So that reason guru is a dharmakaya. Within the dharmakaya, nature inner power of within the dharmakaya manifests as a rubakaya. And the rubakaya is a two called the nirmanakaya and sambhogakaya. Sambhogakaya is a manifest to the pure recipients, like 10 bodhisattva, especially 8 to 10 women bodhisattva. Only they can see. That's called the sambhogakaya. And the nirmanakaya is the impure recipient, impure disciples, like sentient beings, can see the nirmana kaya. So that kind of three kaya mean actually Buddha is the dharma kaya, but because of the power of the compassion, Buddha manifests as a form. Why Buddha need to manifest as a form? Because as sentient beings who want to become a Buddha, only they can reach, only they can have contact as a rubakaya, not the dharmakaya. Dharmakaya is only can seen by the Buddha themselves, not even the 8 women bodhisattva, they cannot see the dharmakaya Buddha. So that way Buddha have to manifest as a form. That form is a two kind of impure beings can see nirmana kaya, and pure beings can see sambhoga kaya. So that way Buddha has 3 kayas. And as said, nature of a mind. So nature of mind, it means that say those three kayas is inseparable of that guru's nature of mind. In the inner nature state of the guru's mind, they are inseparable. So that way, fourth kaya, Sawa Vibhaka kaya. Sawa Vibhaka kaya is inseparable of those three kayas. That is called the nature of the mind. Here said nature of the mind. And a Vajradhara is a manifest as a form of Buddha Dharmakaya as a Vajradhara. So that is the sometimes we call the Vajradhara, sometimes we call the primordial Buddha, and that is manifest as a guru that way. You are the inseparable from the great bliss. So what is inseparable of the great bliss mean that the Vajradhara and Dharmakaya and the Guru, they are inseparable. And the great bliss mean, as I said, that is called the endure with all the supreme aspect or union of the emptiness and compassion. I mean, wisdoms. Emptiness and compassion, sorry. Emptiness and appearance. Because of the union of the emptiness and appearance, that way is called the great bliss. Okay, so the bowing down to you with the innumerable body like a cloud bank. So this is what we, doing prostrations. And prostration itself, we'll talk to later, it come different kind of prostration or pay homage. But here, what you visualizing is like you're visualizing as your body as a countless, there's so many completely, places completely full feel with your body. Manifests as a countless of a body, and all those body together dream prostration. That's a physical prostration. And yearning with a full voice mean the chanting the praise, different kind of praise, whatever guru supplications, with a guru supplication, any kind of guru supplication, we do prostration. So that way, yearning with a full voice mean the praise, and apostate go for refuge. So with the we're going for prostration and go for refuge or go to refuge is basically saying is Lama, you are incredible, amazing, and excellent, and I want to become like you. So this reason you have to see Lama as a Dharmakaya. If you don't see the Lama as a Dharmakaya, and a little bit difficult to become like a Lama. Yeah, so that reason we want to achieve the Dharmakaya. So that way they go apostate and go for refuge is basically here is talking about you becoming inseparable of the Guru, Lama Guru. I mean, Guru, Lama Guru Buddha. Now, specifically, during the prostration to the gurus, first is the body. So said, your body, the nature of the precious Bodhicitta, that is inseparable from all the Victoria one of the three times. Thus, all the Buddha field are permeated by your body, and within your body, all the Buddha pure appearance are bowed down to the glorious one. So this is similar like gazing Lama as a Rupakaya, and prostration is also similar. So first one said, your body is the nature of the precious Bodhicitta. Uh, so Guru's body is like a wish fulfilling jewel. So that way I said precious, nature of the precious. Why? Because the wish fulfilling jewel, when you rely on the wish fulfilling jewel, fulfill all your wishes. Yeah, whatever you wish, it fulfill from the wish fulfilling tree, wish fulfilling jewel, I'm sorry, or wish fulfilling tree. Same way, Guru is like that. And that Guru's body as a manifest because of the bodhicitta, embodiment of the bodhicitta. So what is the Guru's quality of the wish fulfilling the wish of the sentient being is it because of those two bodhicitta, aspiration bodhicitta and action bodhicitta. By aspiration bodhicitta and action bodhicitta, Guru manifests as a Rubakaya and Dharmakaya. Result of the aspiration bodhicitta, Guru manifests as a Dharmakaya, and result of the action bodhicitta, I think Guru manifests as a Rubakaya. So that especially this manifestation of the body, embodiment of the Guru manifestation of the Rubakaya, that is also inseparable of all the 10 directions Buddha and Bodhisattvas. I mean Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times. So Guru is the embodiment of all the Buddha. Guru is the embodiment of all the Buddha. And thus all the Buddha field are permitted in your body. Not just only embodiment, every Buddha, even the Buddha field, Buddha and all his retinue completely filled within the Guru's body. So that is how we have to seal. That's all field of the permitted with your body. And within your body, all the field of the appearance. Also within your body, completely Buddha fields. Everything is a appears, not just lab, anything. So there's nothing beside the Guru's body. Guru is the embodiment of the 3 jewel, 3 root, and the Guru is the embodiment of all the Buddha of the 10 direction and 3 times. So with this thought, then we do bow down with the glorious one. So they will call the prostration or pay homage. And this nature, what does the prostration mean? Body, speech, mind, showing respect to the Guru. So how to show the respect is physically, body is bowing down, and speech as chanting the prayers, and mind with the devotion. So that way, the nature of the prostration mean bowing, showing the respect from the body, speech, mind. Then definition. Definition is by doing this prostration and sweep or eliminate all our defilement. Like when you have a dust, you have to sweep. So then you have free from the dust in the house. Same way, our mind is completely polluted with the dust of afflicted emotions. By doing this prostration and clean, all the purified. So that way definition is by doing the prostration of the body, speech, mind, from the body, speech, mind, and sweeping or cleansing all our body, speech, mind's defilement. Then what called your classification. Classification is there's a many. First is called the prostration of the realization. Prostration or realization is when you see your own mind as a Buddha. That is called the ultimate pay homage. Or as is there's called the text called the Yoga Tantra. Like when water mixed with the water, when butter with a butter is become inseparable. Same way, when our awareness see that one is the prostration. When you see your own awareness, your own nature of a mind, that is the prostration. This is called the ultimate prostration of realization. So seeing our own true nature of a mind, that is a prostration. That way, in the Mahamudra, it's the same word, chakya, cha. It's a Tibetan, chakya. So Mahamudra. So also Mahamudra is when we see the true nature of our mind, it's called the Mahamudra. So in the Jagasambhavara Tantra said, Chak is the empty nature. Kya means the seal. The seal is all phenomena are under that nature. There's a none of phenomena are beyond that, So you're not going to find any phenomena are beyond that emptiness. So that way, this is called the first prostration, means that seeing the true nature of your mind, which is the Dharmakaya. So that's called the ultimate realization of a prostration or pay homage. And second one is called the non-set of a prostration. It's like showing the deeper respect of your guru who give you the empowerment, transmission, and instruction, oral instruction. Those are, they said, non-set of prostration as like doing prostration to those gurus. Then also there's another one is called the feather-like prostration. Feather-like prostration means this is not really physically. So basically holding the rope. So this is more like a when junior one is do the prostration to the senior one, lots of time senior one is do, because they're not allowed to do the prostration back to the. Also when lay people do prostration to the ordained not allowed to do the prostration back to the lay, so that time they do this one, but don't worry about that feather-like prostration. And there's another called the respect prostration. But I think most important is right now what we do is called the prostration. What we do is called the short prostration and a long prostrations. Long prostration is a whole body lay on the ground, and when we do that one, we join hand like a thumb put inside and put at the forehead, at the throat, at the heart. This is showing as I'm doing prostration, respect. I'm showing you respect from my body, speech, mind, not just only my physical, Then lay down whole your body on the ground. That is showing is you try to go to the lowest you can, Then second one is called half prostration. Half prostration is must touch the 5 points of the body: forehead, 2 knee, and 2 palm. Touch to the ground. That's called a short prostration. And also in India, it's called a touching to the leg prostration. But in Tibet, we don't have that, And like lots of Chinese tradition, they bowing down. So there's all lots of different ways to. Mostly, as a prostration mean that really try to show your respect, try to show your try to pay homage to them, show your appreciation about there. So this one is basically bringing our purifying our negative emotion, and also but in the Vajrayana, prostration is the preliminary practice of the Zalung practice. In the preliminary practice, Tsalung, if you really want to do Tsalung, supposed to do the like 100,000 prostration, then your body become more flexible, and all the function of the wind channel bindu is become more flexible. Then you can easy to meditate. So especially 100,000 prostration we do in the Ngondro is the mainly preliminary practice of the Tsalung. We got here one question said, which prostration is the most appropriate to show respect and homage to our teacher? I think best respect and show teachers as a also that is the best offering to the teacher as a study and practice the Dharma. That is the best way. Then, of course, I mean, teacher is also a human being. We are human being. Other also can see, because we only can see the physically appearance. We couldn't see the mentally devotion. Nobody can see that one, except we become a Buddha. So that way, and they also physically show a little bit respect, whatever you can, try to show a little bit respect. But most important is learn how to practice. Then second is here, somebody said, can I visualize my own guru or Vajradhara while doing this part? If you visualize your guru as a one human being, then you're not doing prostration to the Guru Buddha. If you visualize your guru as a form of a Vajradhara, but you don't think as this is Vajradhara, they think this is my guru, but a form of a Vajradhara, then you're doing prostration to the Guru Vajradhara. So you don't think as this is a Vajradhara, then you're not doing your guru. Okay, so that way you look the refugee tree, there's two Vajradhara. One is a lineage Vajradhara and one is your guru Vajradhara. There's two picture of the Vajradhara. So that the reason is, if you don't see your guru as a Vajradhara, you see human being. When you see your guru as a human being, you don't have guru devotion as a Dharmakaya. So it's okay to you can see guru as a Vajradhara form. So guru is look like a Vajradhara. Okay, guru is no different than a Vajradhara. So I'm doing prostration. I think that is important. Okay, then now is the second one is to pay homage to the speech. That with your flawless melody speech, like the ocean of ambrosia, you show all the phenomena to be unborn, thereby defeating the Mount Meru of the view. Apostate to your unhindered Vajra speech. So what is the Guru's of speech is like? Guru's speech is like flawless. There are no faults of unpleasant, unclear, not meaningless, that kind of faults, free from that kind of faults. So all the meaningful, clear, pleasant, sounds really good. That is called the faultless melody speech. And whenever it listen, it's really soothing. Whenever you listen, it makes you really comfortable. Whenever you listen, it really makes you peaceful. That is what is melody means. It's not saying it's a guru, it's always a singing, like a singing. It's so beautiful, that way it's called a melody, with a melody speech. Like the ocean of ambrosia. So our path to the liberation is like life. Okay, path of the liberation is what can take away that path of the liberation of life is a negative. So this like a Buddha's speech, like ambrosia, is like a nectar. It gives us path to the liberation. So what is the ambrosia? Is the ambrosia make you deathless? What does the dying mean? And we dying at our path to the liberation. So anything is a disturbing, anything is a become an obstacle, your path to the liberation, your dharma is become a poison. Anything is becoming helpful for your understanding dharma, helpful for your practicing dharma, that is the ambrosia. Because when we sink in the samsara, it's called death. When we continue the path to the nirvana, it's called the deathless. Because the nirvana is a deathless state. Why is nirvana is a deathless state? Because once you achieve the nirvana realization, that is a permanent. In samsaric, no matter how much joy you get, it's only temporary. When you eat really delicious food, at the moment you may be enjoying, but after the eating, you may be suffering. Or that joy is only stay short time. After the few hours, you are again hungry. So that is showing us anything is a worldly pleasure is only short time, and it will end. So that way, death. And whatever we reach to the nirvana, and once you reach the nirvana, all is called permanent, everless happiness. So that way, deathless. So that is a guru's speech is to give you that path of the nirvana. That way, it's like ambrosia. Ambrosia can give you deathless. So similarly, guru's speech is like an ocean of ambrosia. Because it gives you the path to the nirvana. So ocean of ambrosia, you show all the phenomena to be unborn. So how to reach this deathless state of nirvana is by seeing the unborn dharma dhatu, by seeing the true nature. Freeing mind from the fabrication. So that is called the all phenomena are to be unborn. It means that to be emptiness, suchness, that showed by gurus. That teaching is the ambrosia. So all phenomena is talking about the samsara and nirvana. There's nothing is within, not empty. All phenomena, samsara and nirvana is within the state of emptiness or suchness. Emptiness, which is the free from elaboration, unborn dharma dhatu. So when show that true wisdom and thereby defeating the Mount Meru of views. And there's all the other views beside the true nature view or view of emptiness, view of a Mahamudra. All other view are with the mistaken view, false view. So wrong view. Normally we call the wrong view. So defeating all those wrong view by seeing the true nature. Once you see the true nature, all the wrong view is gone. Like if you're walking, dark room, and all kind of wrong view you have, all kind of conception you have, including the fears, hopes, and so many things. But once you turn on the light, all of those views are gone. All other views are gone. Now you can see clearly without the mistaking. So all the whatever phenomena we're perceiving with the mistakenly is called the wrong view. Unmistakingly recognizing is called the right view. So emptiness or suchness is the right view because that's the true nature. And all the conceptual, all the perception, all the defilement, those are wrong view. Why? Because of the it is mistaken. So those all can be defeated by seeing the true nature of suchness, which is shown by the guru's instruction. So that way, guru's instruction is like umbrella. So generally, I mean, as long as we have a concept, we have a thought, it's a view, you know. But lots of time we have a mistaken view, wrong view or right views. So what is the right view? Mean the seeing the true nature, seeing the ultimate nature. That's the right view because it's never make mistake. So other than that, all is a mistake. So there's like we use as a 5 views. Okay, it's called the 5 or wrong view or whatever 5 views. Called the view of a transitory. View of the transitory mean that we think as our body, 5 aggregate as a self. This is similar like when you nighttime you walk, you see rope, you think that is the snake. So mistakenly, so that is how we perceive it mistakenly. So view of transitory as this aggregate as a self, aggregate as a single, aggregate as this existence. That's a view of a transitory. Then the second was an extreme view, like eternalism, nihilism, that kind of thoughts. It's an externalism view. Then the third one is called the holding the view of supreme. So view of supreme means I think pretty much every one of us have. Whatever we believe that is said, oh, my view is the right view. My way, highway. People always say it. Whatever I know is the best one. That is lots of religion have this issue, they think, this Mahamudra practitioner said Mahamudra is the supreme. Then Dzogchen practitioner said Dzogchen is the supreme. Then Madhyamika practitioner said Madhyamika is the supreme. So each one think their own view is their view is the supreme. So that is called the holding the view of the supreme. And that is also conceptual. Then it's called a view taking the discipline and ascetic practice as a supreme. So discipline, moral ethic, and ascetic alone cannot give you liberation without the realization of the suchness. But something that is the supreme one. And the last one is also we have that kind of a view in the a mundane way. There are so many different kind of view. That is why it's called the view. Here they use as a Mount Meru view. It means that huge like a Mount Meru. There's countless of them put together. It becomes really big. Like huge one. Mount Meru is a really high and a great mountain. So become like that kind of, we have a really strong conceptual of thought. Those all the strong conceptual thought of the mount, like a huge, like a Mount Meru is immediately can destroy by wisdom. Like when you have a nighttime, when you're walking, you see a rope, you have a fear of a snake. But when sunlight come, all those fears or whatever you have a misunderstanding is gone. Then you see, rope as a rope. You see rock as a rock. You see tree as a tree. Otherwise, at nighttime, you may see rope as a snake, rock as a bear, or tree as a human. All the different way you can see. But when sunlight come, all those your misunderstanding is gone. Same way when sunlight our ultimate nature of the view comes, and all the mistaken view of like a Mount Meru, even it's like a Mount Meru is gone, no matter how deep it is. So we have been with this wrong view long time, but once we have a direct realization of the nature of a mind, it immediately go. Like when you keep one room dark for many years, 1,000 years, okay, there no sunlight, never been. But one day, somehow you bring their light. Then all the darkness, no matter how long have been there, immediately gone. So similarly, here this right view of Guru's speech, the wisdom speech, which can destroy the really old mistaking all those views immediately. So that reason that speech is like ambrisha and can defeat all the views. That is what mean the defeating the mountain miru of view. It's been the huge view, great view, lots of mistaking, huge amount of a mistaken view completely can destroy by the one wisdom. So it said, opposite to your unhindered Vajar speech. Unhindered is a two way we can describe. One means that Guru give teaching according to the mental capacity of the listener. Like whatever they suitable to them, they can give that teachings. So that way is unhindered Vajar speech. Second one is because a guru is giving the truth speech, telling the truth. When somebody tells the truth, no matter how you get upset, but you cannot, make it's not real. You may get upset when you're hearing the truth, but you cannot prove that he or he is wrong. So that way, when Buddha gave the teaching on the truth, like Four Noble Truth, Pajana Paramita, and no one can really defeat, nowadays, modern science or whatever you call, education is really high, extremely getting better every time. More those education, modern education is getting better, it becomes closer to the Buddha's teachings. Like more science get to the advance, they get closer to the Buddha's teachings. So far, no science or no modern, knowledge can prove that Buddha was wrong. And one thing is that, two things like Buddha's speech, even it's old, it's like 2,500 years old, okay, more than 2,500 years old. Normally, when something is old, it's not really have a kind of like a, freshness. But Buddha's speech, no matter how many times we hear, no matter how, long gone, still whenever we hear, it's kind of fresh. It's always be relevant, always be common sense. Why? Because Buddha talk truth, nothing else. So that way it's called a Vajralak speech, because that speech, no one can defeat, no one can destroy it with the logically, with the reasonably. So that way, the Buddha's teachings, the Guru's teaching, giving you Dharma teaching is like a Vajra-like speech, indestructible. And this is giving you truth. So that reason this Guru's speech is like a Vajra-like speech. So I'm posted to the speech, that kind of speech. There's a called the Arya Samdi Nimoja Chara Sudra. And in that Sudra, Buddha said, phenomena are not exist by their own characteristic. That is called the unborn. You know, so it's like we every phenomena have a characteristic. So, but if you when you analyze on that characteristic, you couldn't see that one there. Okay, like we said, 5 aggregate as a me, human being, whatever body. But when you try to look that one, you couldn't find, including the car, house. If you try to look by their characteristic, you couldn't find that. If you know, if you analyze on that, so that way it's called that characteristic does not exist on the car. If you look deeply, so that way called the unborn. Oh, whatever unborn is free from cessation. And whatever free from cessation is primordially what called the peace. Whatever primordially peace is and naturally liberated. And whatever naturally liberated one is, they are nothing to liberate it. So that is what is mean said. Naturally not exist the characteristic as a by naturally. So that way Buddha said all the phenomena are unborn, unceased, primordially pure or peace, and naturally liberated or naturally free from defilement. So that is a show as a phenomena are naturally free from what called the unborn, unceased, and unabiding, non-abiding. So that is what it mean here said. He said that you show all phenomena to be unborn. Okay, so we stop here. Thank you so much. Janjo semjo Rinpoche Manje Banai Jejoje Jebai Nyambai Membai Yang Kone Kondo Pewai Joy Dada Konde Tam Jeje Dusundo Sabana Yube Jeve Zawandi Tata Sinje Danje Nyundo Lana Memba Yanda Ba Zobe Janjo Rinpoche Toba Joje Sheja Kunse Kunjen Choje Tende Nela Wanda Drego Renje Beje Demba Sede Ba Shedro Tosan Gombe Nzenjo. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, Ms. Tao.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Okay. Good night and have a good day.
Khenpo.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Khenpo.
Khenpo. Blessings. That was great. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vâng, Thảo Di Thảo là con nha.
Thank you. Okay. Oh.